rise up, rise up. We'll beat again. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. For my mind and my brain. 'Cause I try to fly so high. Direction sky. My dream is to fly over the rainbow so high. The dream is to fly over the rainbow. My dream is to fly over the rainbow so high. My dream is to fly
out what you do.
Why? Yes, that's it.
Lovely. I will get a chance to chat. But you must look at our website.
कौन सा रूम में हो तुम? तो neighbors to us, we are one to
इधर खींच जाएंगे उसके बाद हम लोग खींचेंगे इन लोगों पे खत्म हो जाएगा
भैया इधर प्लीज है इसमें आ नहीं रहा होगा ना डिस्प्ले बंद कर देना
President, Alumni Association, and the RPG Professor Agarwal, and if I may add, the RPG designate Professor Munshi. It's a pleasure to welcome ladies and gentlemen of the batch of 63. See, what I had to say, pause for a minute, was I was just told the difference between a batch and a class. So I said okay, it's a batch of 63. And it's a pleasure to welcome you all here. I'm Sudhir Mishra, I'm the Secretary of the Alumni Association. So welcome to this function which is the inauguration of the Golden Jubilee of the batch. And I request the dignitaries to kindly take their seat on the dais. And I would like to invite Swami Gyan Swarupanand Sarmanji, Arun Krishnaji, Rasmana, Ashok Gupta, and Mani to please come on the dais. Thank you all for spending or sparing the time from your schedules to be here for this event. And we begin the proceedings for the evening by the traditional lighting of the lamp. faces here which are, from the institute. Professor S.P. Malhotra, I think S.K. Gupta. I don't see the others who I would have thought I'd see here. I don't seem to remember too many reunions where the chairman of the board was here and also the president of the Alumni Association. So it's a very special reunion in that sense, and I'm sure the event will turn out to be equally special. So I'll begin with introducing the president of the Alumni Association, Professor Ashok Gupta. This board, of which Professor Gupta is the president, he's in Ohio State University teaching there, took over in the last April. So I request Professor Gupta to conduct the proceedings from this point.
Respected seniors and their families. Namaskar. You showed me where IIT Shimla is. I hope you'll visit the hostel and see the IIT Shimla system there. I just visited last night. It's a great pleasure for me to congratulate each one of you for achieving this milestone in your lives, celebrating the Golden Jubilee reunion of your entrance to IIT Kanpur in 1963. IIT Kanpur is a very special place in our hearts. This is where we became man from a child. As you savor the memories of the time you spent during the 60s, you will realize so many things have changed on campus. However, the spirit of IITK, that we can do whatever we put our hearts to, has remained intact. I hope you will take some time out to discuss how we could help our alma mater achieve its potential and be counted among the world-class institutes, not just in teaching, research, and serving the needs of the students, but also in the area of inculcating human values, one of the missions of our alma mater. We look forward to your support and guidance to make Alumni Association vibrant and relevant for the alumni and the alma mater. I also have another request for you. Only 25% of your batchmates are actually registered with Alumni Association. So I request you to please register with AA, persuade those who are not registered that they register with AA and consider becoming life members. I know you are here only for 2-3 days, and that time is not enough to relive the years you spent together with your fellow batchmates. With some of you have maintained close contacts, while we may be seeing some after a long time, and unfortunately, some you will never see. I'll take this opportunity to remember your batchmates who are no longer with us, and would request you to observe a minute of silence. Let me read their names first. Anil Advani, Mahesh Chandra Rustavi, Rajiv Sharma, Ratan Murari Rastogi, Santosh Kumar Pandey, Shiv Sahai Mathur, Shyama Prasad, Subhash Chandra, Sunil Kumar Khosla, Sushil Chandra Saxena, Vinay Kumar Kapoor, Guru Vachan Singh, Yuvraj Bahadur, Sushil Kumar Gupta, Uday Singh Gupta. We remember them all. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I would like I would now like to request Professor Indravil Manna, the new director of IIT Kanpur, to welcome you. Actually, I was just thinking that we have lots of products now. We have iPad, iTouch, iTunes, and now we have our own iManna.
Professor Anandakrishnan, Chairman of Board of Governors of IIT Kanpur, Swami Gyan Sarupanandaji, Professor Ashok Gupta, Professor Sudhir Mishra, Professor Manindra Agarwal, the young men in blue. I just returned to the campus about an hour back, and while driving towards my office, I saw a batch of people walking down the street in blue uniform. I played for IIT Kanpur cricket team, so cricket is very close to my heart. So I wish to accord you a very warm welcome to the campus, and I would like to begin saying that the alumni are not only the biggest goodwill ambassadors of an institute, the alumni also are the biggest watchdogs for the institute. If the institute is doing well, if the alumni say that you are doing well, the administration has a reason to be happy. They have every right also to remind where we are not doing well. And in fact, it makes things easier for a director if the alumni say that you have to do better in these respects. Because such sermon from the director is not always very much liked by the faculty. But when the alumni say that we want you to do even better, I think this is taken certainly in the right spirit. I am told that this particular batch, they are having their golden jubilee, of course. And I'm told that there are very many stalwarts who have come out, who actually have made not only this institute but the nation proud through their very distinguished contributions. This morning, in fact, Manindra told me 4 of them, Professor S.K. Gupta, Professor Anil Kumar, Professor Deepak Kunjru, and Professor S.P. Mehrotra, they actually taught in the faculty in this institute and contributed towards producing, again, a series of very distinguished alumni for this institute. This morning, incidentally, I was having a breakfast, because I couldn't stay back for the entire day, so I had a breakfast meeting in Calcutta with Professor M.M. Sharma, Shiva, and other distinguished alumnus of this institute. And Professor M.M. Sharma very fondly remembered Professor Gupta, Professor Kunjru, then Professor Ashok Mishra and a few others. So, as I said, that the alumni are the pride of any institution. And it takes a lot of time for an individual to shape into a successful professional. When you begin the journey at the end of your, just immediately after your graduation, those days, if someone tells you that someday you're going to make it big, you'll simply laugh at it. But if I have to convince my own young graduates today that, look, what lies ahead of you, you can imagine seeing these are the set of people who will make you believe that someday you can really make it big. So it's for this reason, when you have decided and taken the pains to come back to this campus and spend a couple of days with us, on behalf of the Institute, I certainly would like to express our gratitude for your goodwill gesture. Professor Gupta mentioned that I am fairly new to this campus in this new role. 3 months spent, roughly about 3 months spent already. No, actually, it's going to be 4 months soon. So I'm rediscovering this campus. And one of the things I pointed out, which I feel is lacking, is some good eateries in the campus. And I'm very glad, because we still continue to have that same old red rose. It's in some, now it has a different name, but that's the only restaurant where, if think of the faculty members, students can go anywhere. The faculty members, if somebody is visiting him, or one of you come back here and you are visiting some faculty member here, either one has to go to the city, and negotiating the city roads are not always very pleasant. So within the campus, we don't have a good restaurant where we can take someone. But Maninder told me that the only place where we can take a visitor, a respectable place for a cup of coffee, has been donated by your batch. And that's within the academic campus. But then we have some grand plans, and we haven't really quite decided, but you probably are aware that this institute developed a grand plan for improving the infrastructure, sort of master plan. But then for some reason we couldn't quite pursue it. We haven't implemented. We have started working towards some of them, of course. One of the immediate requirement was hostel accommodation improvement. So there are hostels being constructed. But then there are many other things to be done. So we are taking a relook at that, and we are trying to introduce a few more items into it. And I recently had a useful discussion with the ministry, and I was assured that funds won't be a problem at all, provided we lay out a good proposal in phase-wise manner. Infrastructure is one requirement, but what you actually need to transform or to take the institute to the next level is human resource in two forms: good students, good faculty. We are an institute at the moment having one of the smallest faculty strength among all the old IITs, so-called. At the moment, we have somewhere around 350, less than 350, and we have an ambition of hiring 100 more faculty in the next 1 to 2 years. And this is a very tall order. So we decided that we would, again, fall back upon the alumni to help us identify and even approach some of the alumni, some of the potential candidates who probably are at the moment abroad, even in India, working elsewhere. So this would be my request to you all, that if you happen to identify, if you can recommend some good candidates for us, we'd be very happy to pursue them. We have recently, we are going to open a new outreach center, one of them in India itself, that's in Noida. The work has started, civil construction has started. We want to use it for various purposes, starting from holding conferences, conventions, seminars, even for allowing companies to come and work with us, holding selection interviews or various other meetings, making people, convincing people to come to Kanpur is not always very easy. In fact, we have started holding selection meetings through video. Even experts are now joining over video. But this center at Noida would help us in also translating knowledge into technology through the so-called entrepreneurship park. It's not really going to be a park, but it's going to facilitate that. We also are soon to open a new center in New York, and probably this summer some of us would be there. And this is the center which we want to utilize for connecting with the alumni, but also to interview and interact with potential faculty applicants. We also would like to strengthen our research scholar community. You possibly are aware that the government of India is very keen that the IITs should do more for postgraduate education and not just remain totally concentrating its efforts primarily for undergraduate education. At the moment, the strength of students in the PG plus PhD, MTech plus PhD together is about the same as the BTech level. This number certainly is going to get changed very soon, and we intend to have not many more students in the postgraduate level, particularly as research scholars. And in addition, we also would like to have research engineers, postdoctoral fellows. All of you would agree that this is one stratum of the research community which practically is non-existent in this country, the postdoctoral community. And we really wish to create an environment whereby a lot of students would like to either stay back or come from elsewhere after their PhD before they join a regular job. So we have very many other plans in mind. We also are trying to pay very serious attention to make the administration transparent, accountable, and most importantly, effective. So in this regard, obviously we need help from all quarters, and any useful suggestion or help from the alumni would certainly be welcome. So with these few words, I don't want to prolong my address. Again, wish to welcome you all into the campus, and I pray to Almighty that all of you remain happy and healthy and continue to guide us. And thank you very much.
Now, and also defining or kind of making an appeal on behalf of the Institute to the alumni to come forward and help. Now I'd like to invite Professor Anand Krishnan to say a few words. As I said, it's a privilege to have him here on this occasion. Professor Anand Krishnan, please.
My dear colleagues, and my very dear alumni, and even dear families, I am extremely happy that you are here. And I'm even happier that I had the occasion to be at the same time when you are all meeting here. 50 years, half a century has passed since you first set foot on IIT campus, and you have gone around the world, both within and outside the country, made a mark for yourself, and you are very happy. Some of you are probably still active, some of you are taking it life a little easy. But wherever you went, and whatever you did, I think you have brought a credit not only to yourself, to the institution that you brought you. When people used to say, how great a job Sudhir Mishra is doing in IIT Bombay, and he did a very good job. I always used to follow it up. Well, he's IIT Kanpur, and I had I'm sorry, sure. So I had this pride and the joy. But when we were here in 63 onwards, the campus was not all this fancy, nice buildings and halls and so on. There were a lot of snakes, a lot of peacock, and sometimes some lakrabaka and so on. But there was a spirit, there was a feeling, and there was involvement. And as Dr. I always say that IIT Kanpur didn't have a program, it had a philosophy. It was Dr. Kelkar's philosophy. It was a very bold philosophy. And we did experiments on new curriculum, new semester system, new grading pattern, new laboratories, which was very different from whatever was happening in even the other IITs at that time. I remember I once went to Bombay IIT, the director at the time of the young faculty, and he asked me, what is Kelkar trying to do? Ruin engineering education in this country? Sir, what do you mean? I said, what is all this grading, credit system, and what is this science-based curriculum, engineering science. So this is a reputation, but I think we were bold, and in retrospect, I think it has paid off. And I would say that seeing you and seeing batches like you has paid off. But more than the achievements that you had, there was something else on this campus. That was the kind of relationship between the faculty and the students. And I keep telling, I used to tell Gandhi, and I used to now telling Professor Mana, somehow there must be something that it is possible to revive, if not in the same manner, the same intensity. There must be something more than casual relationship. The campus has become very big and programs have become very large. It can't be the same way. Now people cannot, at that time, all one gave us a sir, can you come over? And I shot up on hand for the bridge, I will go. I'll go and play bridge and come back. There is a faculty party, and we will join together and have the students invited to the party. And that's a kind of faculty, in making it the human mind, trying to create the future generation. It's not the curriculum, it's not the courses, it's not the lectures, it's not the lab. So it's something beyond the classroom that makes up a total full human being. And I think that aspect should not be forgotten in building up any institution. And I'm extremely overjoyed that my good friend, colleague, for all these years, when I met him this morning, at that time we used to call him Dr. C.D. Agarwal. Now he is Swamiji's son. He is Gyan Sananda. And he is, we have been continuously in touch with each other. And even though he has moved on to that, when I met him this morning, and our emotions was simply over, I was overjoyed by meeting him. So this is a great occasion. Now we have, not only we have a new director, I think it's a good one. I will remember this, Manna. And we also going to have, from tomorrow officially, the new Dean RPG, Prabhat Munshi is going to be here. And I was talking to him this morning, and I told him that don't treat the alumni as cash cows, just expecting them to how to reach. I mean, that was Sudhir Jain was great in that. I used to tell, if any alumni is slightly careless, you will pick his pocket off. I mean, with good intention. It was very, and he did that, and I think IIT Kanpur has been very fortunate to have him as a Dean RPG. But I think we are moving into a time and a phase. You do the job, you establish the program, you justify whatever work you are doing, involve the alumni in seeing in what way they can contribute in the development. And the money will come by itself. I think the money is not the most. So the relationship between the alumni and the institution should not be seen simply as a source of funds and so on. I think it's far beyond that. Even though you have gone away from here for 45 years or more, I think you still belong to this institution, and that feeling has got to be sustained only by the reputation of the institution. Today, I would say that every IIT is doing almost as good as IIT Kanpur. It was not so in the beginning. All of them, they are good programs, they are comparable programs, comparable set of activities, and so on. And all of them have done very well in life. And so we have to take it in the spirit of competition. How can we do one notch better than the other IITs? And so I think you as alumni of this institution have a great deal to advise and give your comments, criticisms. And one last point which I thought I should say if you do not misunderstand. I think you should be very positive, constructive in trying to offer solutions. There will always be problems in this institution. And and not just take up one single problem and then send, these days sending 500 emails and trying to make it, I mean, putting the institution on the defensive, I mean, that doesn't contribute to the kind of relationship. But constructive, I mean, there should be openness, there should be but constructive criticism, observations is always welcome from the all, because this is as much your property as their property. So this I'm sure in the time to come that we will continue to maintain that kind of a relationship. And tomorrow we are having the board meeting, and Alok Bansal, he was suggesting, I was going to tell you that maybe at the end of our board meeting, we go over by about 1:30. So before lunch, if some of you wish to come and meet the board members, they will be here. So those who are there at 9:30, 9 o'clock, they will be here for the book ceremony. But you are most welcome and see what is happening. And I'm sure that both formally and informally, the director will keep in touch with all of you. Thank you very much, and I'm not exaggerating when I say I'm simply overjoyed to see all of you here with your family. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Krishnan. And now I'd like to humbly request Swami Gyan Swarup Anandji to say a few words of blessings.
सच्चिदानंद रूपाय कृष्णाय कृष्ण कारणे नमो वेदांत वेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धि साक्षिणे नारायण समारंभा शंकराचार्य मध्यमा अस्माकं गुरु पर्यंता वंदे गुरु परंपरा या कुंदेन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता या वीणा और दंड मंडित करा या श्वेत पद्मासना ध्यानावस्थित यद्गतेन मनसा गायन्ती यं सामगा सामां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेष जाड्यापहा. Respected Dr. Manna, Director of IIT Kanpur and our host today, my dear elder brother, colleague, mentor, I don't know how many adjectives I would add to it, Dr. Anand Krishnan, faculty of this institute, and my dear alumni of the 1963 batch and their spouses. Well, such an occasion makes one go back into the memory lanes, and I feel very touched that so many of you are here today, and then some reminiscences of theirs, either of 1963, before I left for the United States in January 1964, or when I came back in July 1966 and was able to see your progress and associate myself with it. I feel the one very special thing about IIT Kanpur has been the student-faculty relationship. And I can remember with great satisfaction and pride that I had very close relationship with a number of you and with some of the earlier batches. Of course, as institutions grow, such person-to-person contacts are always not maintained that way. Also, probably some of you would remember the conflicts in the institute that I got entangled with and ultimately quit the institution in 1977. But this did not mean that cut off my relationships with IIT Kanpur, and I have been coming here quite often and regularly, and I have had close relationships with many of the faculty of later periods, some of those who were alumni earlier and came back after their research and higher degrees and joined the faculty here. with several of the directors, and particularly since my interest had been environmental engineering. So as the bioengineering and biotechnology disciplines became strong here, my context became even a little more close and stronger. In fact, I can very definitely say that whatever may be the rating in other disciplines, but so far as environmental sciences and environmental engineering are concerned, I don't think any other of the IITs or any other institution in the country can come even a little close to IIT Kanpur. And as I mentioned, that is my primary interest. So I keep on coming to this institution pretty often. Dr. Vinod Tare, Dr. Mukesh Sharma, and many of the other faculty members are very close friends, and we discuss a lot of issues when I meet them. Some of you would be wondering, seeing me in this attire, and many of you, either through the media, internet or so on, would have read about some of the conflicts that I have been involved in relating to Ganga. Actually, when it comes to this, I can speak of IIT Kanpur both with some satisfaction and some complaints. I don't think many of you would appreciate that today the most critical issue about our rivers and streams is environmental flows. Environmental flows would be the amount of flow that we shall allow to continue to flow in these rivers and streams so that they can discharge the natural functions for which nature created them. As of today, one can say that there are almost 200 methods to work out how much these flows would be. One is, normally one accepts that these flows have to mimic the natural flow regime, because the objective is to serve the natural functions that is streams were supposed to be for. Unfortunately, the government of India does not give any importance to these. None of our projects have been planned to maintain environmental flows, and the situation is that whether it is Gangaji, which we consider the highest stream in the whole world, we think it is unique. No other river or stream in the world can match Gangaji. And yet whether it is Gangaji or Yamunaji or Godavari or Tapti or Narmada, it is the same state everywhere. And we have tried to exploit them just for our short-term gains, what is called development. But this is no development. After all, if you draw out all the water from the ground, is it development or is it exploitation? If you dig out all the coal or pump out all the liquid fuels, is it development? And they call it development of coal resources or development of oil resources and so on. This is no development. And so, it was some 5 years back when I saw that Bhagirathi ji, which I would say is a very important heritage to us, because Bhagirathi ji did not arise as a normal stream. One of our ancestors, or really 3 generations of our ancestors, had to do penance to get Bhagirathi ji come on ground. So it is, I think, as much a heritage for us as would be, say, Qutub Minar or Lal Qila or Taj Mahal. And if we want to conserve those heritages, then why we have destroyed Gangaji like that? And when I was going to Gangotri ji, I found that downstream of Maneri, Bhagirathi ji was absolutely dry for at least 25 kilometers. And it looked that this cannot be allowed. When there was some effort, I went on a long fast, the settlement said the government commits that environmental flows will be maintained in all stretches of Ganga. And then the issue came, who will decide what would be this environmental flow and how would it be maintained? And it was a funny situation that none of the IITs even accepted that there are no environmental flows. Forget about trying to work it out. The government appointed what they called a high-level expert group. No present or retired faculty member of IIT Kanpur or any of the other IITs was willing to contribute anything to it. Well, I think it was a very, very dissatisfying situation, and yet we have come forward from it. As of now, the government created a consortium of 7 IITs, the old 7 IITs, not including the new ones like Jodhpur or some of the other ones. This consortium, the coordinator or the convener is Dr. Vinod Parekh from IIT Kanpur, and the chairman is the director of IIT Bombay. I would say that IIT Kanpur is making the most and the most important contributions to the work of that consortium. Yet, because it involves faculty members, and as is known, faculty members are not known for working closely with each other. So, they often keep on wrangling. Also, there are faculty members from 7 IIT, so the wrangling even further increases. And whereas the time that was allowed to this consortium has long expired. There have been extensions, and even the extensions have expired. So all one can hope is that this consortium would give recommendations that would be able to save not only Ganga, but all the other important and pious streams of our country. I wish that in this effort, IIT Kanpur group would play the most leading role, and that maybe I will be able to be even more proud of my having been associated with IIT Kanpur. It was only in this connection that I decided that probably taking a sannyasi's garb will give me more freedom and probably a little more weight to be able to talk about these issues. I am extremely thankful to you for giving me this time. I would not say that you would be normally interested in these issues, but I also feel that the way that I have been connected with some of you earlier, I can very confidently say that a number of you look upon nature with the same sort of concern and affection as I do. My best wishes to all of you, to your families, to your spouses and everyone, and as a sannyasi, all I can give you is my ashirvads. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the blessings and also the enlightenment that I must admit that I had personally, and I'm sure a lot of us share that as a perspective on what the struggle about Gangaji is all about. Thank you once again for sparing the time and being with us today. Now I would like to invite Sri R.S. Agarwal to introduce the batch. And what we do as part of this is hand over a sash of the institute and a small gift to your wife or your spouse who's accompanying you. And that we'll do downstairs there. But now before I invite Sri R.S. Agarwal, who has been kind of such a good friend in the last couple of weeks, I should say, in putting this thing together, I would like to invite Alok Bansal to say a few words.
Second, Professor Manat, and all other faculty members and President of the Alumni Association. I'm here to thank on behalf of our branch, R.S. Agarwal, who has done so much work and brought us together that we are here. I would again on behalf of the batch thank R.S. Agarwal.
One 63001, Mr. Ajay Kumar. Mr. Alok Bansal and his wife. I would request the spouses also to please come along with Veena. His roll number was 63003. They want to take picture. Yes. Anil Kumar. Roll number 63006. Ashim Kumar Sinha. Twelve 63012. Mr. Ashok Mishra.
Does everyone remember its roll number?
Mr. Ashok Mishra will tell his roll number. He was 17, 63007. Bhuvan Chand Pandit. Vimal Srivastav. D.S. Shukla. Deepak Kunju. Devashish Chaudhary. His wife is not come today, she will come tomorrow. Dilip Paranjpe. 63036. Yeah. Dinesh Gupta. Gurmeet Sidhu. He was 63052. Naren Lal Goyal. Praveen K. Gupta. I think I'll call Anup Kumar. His name should have come earlier, but name was not there in the original list. So Mr. Anup Kumar, please. Ram's roll number was 105. I think we missed Raghavir Dikshit roll number was 100. That's it.
On behalf of our batch, ज्ञान दिन रहते ज्ञान शलाख्या चक्षुर मिलते ये तो तस्वीर सी गुरुवे नवाज
संतोष गुप्ता संतोष तिवारी
Thank you. A special thank you to R.S. Agrawal for kind of helping me out with this event. And with this, we come to more or less an end of the function. I'd like to invite and also introduce a couple of people here whom we've not met. Let me see. The Deputy Director is there, Professor S.C. Srivastav, Department of Electrical Engineering. We see Professor Ajit Chaturvedi, who's the Dean of Research and Development. Yes. I'm sorry. In fact, Professor Srivastava is from the Department of Electrical Engineering. Ajit Chaturvedi is also Department of Electrical Engineering. Then we have Professor Dheeraj Sanghi. He's the Dean of Academic Affairs. He's in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Professor Mukesh Sharma is another person whom I'd definitely like you to meet. He's in the Department of Civil Engineering and is also the treasurer of the Alumni Association. Yes, at present he's also holding the charge of counseling service at IIT Kanpur. In fact, there's another gentleman there at the back, Shashi Singhania ji. One year ahead of two. One. And he's the vice president. So now I think you had better watch out this time around. Shashi ji is the vice president of the Alumni Association. So I think I've already introduced Professor Munshi. He's from the Department of Nuclear Engineering and Technology. What the department is mechanical engineering. Mechanical engineering. Okay, so he's the DRPG designate. In fact, that's what Professor Krishnan and Asmana probably said. So he'll be taking over from Mani. So at the end, I'd like to invite Professor Mani Redwal to propose a vote of thanks. Department of IIT. He is also the immediate past secretary of the Alumni Association. So there's a lot of learning that goes on. In fact, I always rely on him for all the guidance and so on.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to propose a vote of thanks for this event. First of all, thank you, all of you, for the batch of 86 for making time, coming on campus, and spending some time together, and as well as with us. We look forward to great interaction with you over the next couple of days. I'd like to thank Mr. Anand Krishnan for coming all the way from Chennai to participate in this event. The Director, Professor Manna, for spending time. Mr. Ashok Gupta, President of the Alumni Association, who came actually even farther away, from all the way to Ohio. And Mr. Sudhir Mishra, Secretary of the Alumni Association, for doing all the groundwork along with his office, led by Nidhi and others who have, has always been extremely efficient in organizing this event. And I'm sure you have learned or seen their functioning, and over the next few days you will again observe more of the kind of effort they have been putting into organizing these events.
Monica, why did you introduce Alumni Association volunteers if they are around? Those who do the work all the time?
Are the volunteers around? It's successful. Thank you all for taking the time and spending your efforts into this. Now, such events are always logistical challenges, and various sections of the institute, including guest house, the various caterers, the outreach staff, the transport staff, the various, all kinds of sections of the institute pitch in, and they do their part into making this such events successful. So I would like to thank everyone and anybody else who I missed out also, and who have contributed. Thank you very much, and I guess the tea is waiting outside. So now we can just
we'll proceed for a cup of tea, and while the tea, over tea, we could, the seniors are requested, or they are, the deans will be available. They are also, of course, will be joining us for tea. So if you want specific information as to what's going on, that's what the research is.
I didn't get a reservation back on the 10th, so I'm going back on the 11th. You got here.
Thank you.
इसमें भी डाल दो
जरा सोडा देना इसमें। भैया ये ऐसा करो, ये छोटी प्लेट में डाल के वहाँ दे सकते हो ये मूंगफली जो है यहाँ की जगह ना छोटे छोटे प्लेट में डाल के टेबल पे दे दो, थोड़ा सा सोडा और देना।
पहले बता तो मंगा ले जब एप्पल जूस डाल दो।
Please write on your first instinct, don't cheat or you would be upset that it's not right.
Any names next to 5, 6 and 7?
लिख लिया आप सबने? Written? Second step means, and then again 4, 5 और 6 के आगे 4 songs title in 8, 9, 10 and 11. This is if songs का जैसे आपको कोई भी song अच्छा लगता है उसके wordings you have to write besides them. Now I'll ask each of you what you have written so you will know the answer very soon. Title मतलब title words. जैसे कहानी का शुरू होता है कुछ भी, कभी अलविदा मत कहना, मेरे ख्वाबों में आए, anything. Okay, then I'll be coming to you. 1, 2 में numbers आपको बोला था ना, अपने lucky numbers लिखने हैं आपको. Any 2 lucky numbers. दोनों में. Okay, मैं किसी IIT से start करती हूँ. Better. Okay, I'll ask. आपने जिसका स्पेस 3 में नाम लिखा है उसका नाम क्या है?
Sonali.
And may I know who is she? You love her? No? Then you have not done justice to what you have written.
You have cheated.
अच्छा.
That is unfair. Love और like में बहुत फर्क होता है.
May I ask you? No. I'm asking you अपने 7 के आगे किसका नाम लिखा है?
7 के आगे जो लिखा है वो तो you hate very much.
Naturally, you cannot have any relationship with your mother, right? No? Is that true with everyone? कि जिसका नाम आपने number 7 के आगे लिखा है, your relationship does not work with that person? Wrong? So you all have cheated yourself. Okay. अच्छा, अब space चार
इंटरनेट पे गेम आता है वही वाला है.
True.
See, 50% response I am getting is true, 50% not. So that means you have not
ठीक है, चलेगा.
पर शादी के तुरंत बाद उसे वापस ले लेता है. Heat or cold? Heat का response. Don't you catch cold very easily? Okay, the next name.
वादे.
Okay, next name. Siddharth Srivastava. Alok ji, where are you?
Yeah, I think so. Once Mishra.
वो भी मीटिंग विनय oh Vinay is here
Vinay.
oh we thought you'd gone for some directors meeting यार डायरेक्टर को ज्ञान देने को जा रहे हो कल
Here, please pull up.
I don't know, I'm not
question what ज्ञान would you like to give to the director tomorrow
It's just the spirit of participating. Can I help you read it?
Hello.
वाइफ्स अपने हस्बैंड को एजी क्यों बुलाती हैं मालूम है? Does your wife call you AG?
No, she calls me. I don't want to say.
Unspeakable word.
What travels round the world and yet stays in one corner? What travels
round the world?
round the world yet stays in one corner?
Oh, my intelligence.
All legends. It's the stamp on the letter. It travels round the world but stays in one corner.
Oh, that's good. Thanks,
चलो still you get a prize for the effort
good.
for the effort
Okay.
This was the trial.
got it
Now
Yes, you can
another quiz. What is the inside?
अरे सुनील तेरे को क्या मिल गया यार कबरी इसको मेरे को नहीं मिलाया जबरदस्त गौर
It's a shaving brush or something. No. It's not like.
यार ये बड़ा मुश्किल है नहीं she did it that's not
You can only and let it fall on the table.
you have to bring the object
नहीं
और है बहुत है प्राइस एक नीचे पड़ा हो वो उठा लीजिए हाँ गो
Oh, missed. That's okay.
yes you got this one Chalo. One more. Anybody else?
Another one.
Oh, six.
कहाँ फेंक रहे हो यार?
4.
Hit the table.
4.
Yeah.
Because it is flat there.
And it's only for children of rag pickers. Children of rag pickers. But the facilities are outstanding, education is outstanding, and I also have a test one time. If you put some of your best students side by side with privileged students from Dean School or Mayo College, would I be able to tell the difference? And would I be able to know, and you can speak with them in English also?
Perfect. You speak accent is English. Thanks. I just won the San Patrona.
जगह करो भाई
चावल में कोई कचौड़ी का ये सब टेप हो रहा है This is the time. Say what you want. What do I want to say? Whatever you want to say. I said it before. Yeah, Kulfi बहुत अच्छी थी, right? Kulfi was very good. Overall, the organization was good. Very good.
Yes.
You want me to say something else?
No.
It was few sections.
खा रहे हैं आ जाएगा खाते हुए जब हमने नहीं खाया ये है ना
started in 70s started
way IIT Kanpur is going down,
जिसकी ना मिला नॉर्मल का ना मिला
Maja will fix it up. Fix IIT Kanpur.
That was the second year.
ये इधर तक आना चाहिए अलग अलग कर रहे हो
नहीं नहीं इतना पूरा ग्रुप
इसको भी कर लो भाई ये भी लाल परी को भी ले लो
हाँ हाँ चलो
लाल छड़ी
ओके प्लीज ऑल ऑफ यू
ये जी दवार क्या बंद हो गया था क्या
नहीं अच्छा अच्छा वेट वेट
सांस लो लंबी सांस राम देव आगे आगे बुजुर्ग आगे 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 ओ श्रीवास्तव नॉर्मल आ जाओ भाई एक्सेंट नहीं है हां ठीक है
इसमें से
अभी आ जाइए रखा हो
अभी सब कह रहे हैं जरूर मिलेंगे बाद में मिलेंगे देखो सारे में जाके ऐसे बुला जाती है ना
ये डिनर मुझे ले लीजिए
Rambhai Mishra and Vimal Srivastava to say something about how they prepared the book.
Vimal, you want to go ahead?
Respected Dr. Anand Krishnan, Dr. Manna, my dear friends and respected ladies. Yeah, it was just, I will just start like that. But before that, let me thank IIT Kanpur to giving us a chance to come here and we can refresh our memories. Down the lane, 50 years back, half a century ago, can you remember half a century ago? This was the place where we landed here. The date was 15th and 16th January 1963. I am extremely sorry, that is maybe because I am extremely sorry that okay, I accept my apologies. Okay, 15th and 16th July 1963. That was the historical date. We remember 2-3 dates in our lives. One was our birth date, marriage date.
remember your birthday
I don't know. But this is another date.
and your wife's birthday otherwise you
Otherwise, no. So this was another historical date, 15th and 16th July 1963, half a century ago. So, lot of things have changed here. We came here, at that time, there was no TV, no transport, some small form of rickshaws were available, no mobile phones, no video, nothing was there. नहीं बताएं story, sorry, जो आप लोग कहेंगे. But we can't forget those stories. We came here, only hall one was there, we landed there, we saw a beautiful building standing, and today we went for a walk and we saw the same building standing, the same color and combination. Same place. Same place. We thought, why not to enter the
same gate to which we used to go to hall 1, we found the gate is closed. And there is no gate. We were perplexed. Then we found there's another shortcut that has become the long cut now, and then you have to enter through the TT room. That has become a canteen now. Okay, that transformation takes place everywhere, all over the world, universe. But in this place, our soul is still there. When we came here just now, on this yesterday and day before yesterday, we found the same bright place, full with greeneries. So what happened? Lot of memories we have to tell. So we decided, then there was a meeting and we decided why not to say the same thing in the form of a book. I may say something, he may say something, why not collect everything and put it in black and white. So this was the thing. We got it. It is a color now. Things have changed now. As I said, 50 years, things have changed. That time there were hardly any color photographs. Now it's all color. So naturally we have to go to follow the trend. So here, what we did, we decided to do this book. This book, we decided to make it in 2 parts. The first part will contain the old memories. How was the institute? Fortunately, how was the... See, at that time when we came here, there was no computer. As I said, there was no TV, but we were fortunate enough to get the computer and TV next year itself. On a bullet card. On a bullet card it came. We could get some photograph, old photograph, we tried to give it there. Just... And then TV. TV was something very new. When we came here, there was a notice that today there will be inauguration of TV. What is TV? We had not seen it. Hardly, I think, 1 or 2 people who were somewhere, they have seen some experimental TV. So we sat there, night time, hall 1, common room, right, just dot at 8 o'clock, they started the telecast. That time it was known as broadcast. Our faces of some of our friends, he is one of them. And there's some more friends, I think you were there, SPS Chauhan. They were all appearing on our TV. We couldn't believe our eyes. That okay, they are coming on the TV. TV, something they photograph, live photograph. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't have to continue like that. Okay, but what happened after some time? There was some problem. Nobody knew how to operate the TV. They knew how to switch it on and switch it off, but not more than that. We saw the picture started rolling down. Somebody tried to control it, this knob, that knob, somebody tried to switch on, and all the lights were switched off. Because in a picture hall, we always sit with dark rooms. Here also we did the same thing. Then everything started running at a fast speed, all the pictures, dialogues, everything. And everything vanished. That was the end of the inauguration day. First day itself, the end of the TV program. Anyway, sorry, as he said, so I have to just repeat. So this book is here now, in front of you. You can go through the memory lane. This is basically meant for our own batchmates and of course their families. But I don't think that even others may also enjoy it. So I thank you once again very much. And I request Mr. Mishra to take
Well, I'm glad that Bimal told you all these stories. Now I don't have to read the book. Just kidding. But also on a serious side, this was actually Bimal's contribution for this book. By the time Ravi Sethi, and I saw what Bimal had put together, it was just monumental. And our task was just to keep chopping, so that we can publish it in this size. Okay, so he really was the main author of this book. But before I tell a few more things about the book, I think I'd like Dr. Anandhakrishnan to first release the book. Then I'd like to share a few more things about the book with everybody. So Dr.
ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह पैक कर दिया है।
Lot of treasures in it. So it is an outstanding piece of work that you have. ये भी खोल दीजिए।
बाकी सबके हाथ में भी एक बुक दे दीजिए।
हाँ, दे रहे हैं।
नहीं सर, हमने ये कहा कि सबको
सबको एक ले दे। At the time of it.
ऐसी ले लो विमल, ऐसी ले लो।
I don't have to open.
Yes, very good.
Have a look at it, sir.
This is for him.
Taken into this?
Yes. It's even
captured. The Times of India today. Same picture. Yeah, same picture.
You didn't see it.
Don't newspapers. He is taking the picture.
Two newspapers.
Men in the blues. Men in the blues.
Yeah, men in the blues.
And your portion is also.
कल लगा भी दिया सर।
Karan.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'd like you to say a few words.
Okay.
Please sit down.
Ram, Ravi and Bimal for having taken this initiative to bring out all the reminiscences in the form of a book. When Ram told me to release this book, I said we will adjust it along with the board meeting, and I'm very happy to release this book. This book is essentially a manifestation of the emotional bond that all of you have for this institution. And I think this emotional bond consists of your expressions, your ideas. I'm very eager to look forward to it. But so I would request that a copy of this should go into the archives of IIT. Should be there. This is for the alumni, your batch and your families. But I would like to make a small correction. 50 years from now, all of us would be gone. But IIT will survive. This IIT would probably in the league of the world's best universities. I have no doubt at all. At that time, there will be the same people like you when you were young. That's it. There will be another group of people who will have, I don't know what kind of a mindset, what kind of experiences, exposures they would have. But one thing is certain, they would all want to know how did this IIT reach what it is, what was it 100 years ago? Who are the people who made this institution? What were the conditions that were there? Like Vimal said, what was the technology that was available? What are the facilities that were available? What is the manner in which the products of these institutions made? What is their contribution to technology? What is their contribution to society? What is their own involvement with the IIT, with the society? I mean, there will be 1,000 questions in the minds of those young people. Some of them might be even your own great-grandchildren at that place. They would like to have a document. They would like to go through and see 50 years back, this is how the people felt, and 100 years back, this is how this institution was. And I think that is the greatest contribution. That is why I said that this has to be in the archives of the IIT, along with the photographs. And I think already they have initiated an archive system in the IIT. There is a lot of material that is there. And some of the even American professors, some of the pictures they have taken, some of the writing that they have done, they should all go into the archives. And I want to thank you for taking this great, commendable initiative on behalf of the 63 batch. Wish you good luck. And please, this is not the end of it, this is only beginning of your relationship with IIT Kanpur. Please be with us all through, at least as long as physically and mentally we are capable of being here. Thank you.
Sir, I would like to add one more thing. The beautiful publication you have seen here, printing and publication, it has been done, I proudly say it has been done by one of our same batchmates, Mr. Karanveer Sachdeva. He is the person behind the data publication. So, we are all thankful to Mr. Karanveer Sachdeva.
And now I'll request Dr. Manna to say a few words.
Well, good morning everybody. I'll rather be brief. Taking cue from what Mr. Annakrishnan just mentioned, down memory lane, it's a limited expanse, last 54 years of the history of this institute. But looking forward, I think there's no limit. And this is what we all should look forward to. The institute needs your support and encouragement. And we all are aware a lot of things need to be done. And I'm very glad to see the men in blue now are donning all sorts of colors and heavily supported by their spouses. So we are grateful that you have come and we look forward to receiving your blessings. Thank you very much.
I'd like to say a few words on behalf of our third author, Ravi Sethi. He very much would like to have be here, but he could not come. And so he sends his best wishes and all those things. And believe me, you cannot imagine how much work Ravi Sethi has done for this book. This book will not be in this form. So with that, and now one thing I wanted to show you in the book, really in one, right in the beginning, we acknowledge all our batchmates. And basically, I don't want to read the sentence, you can read it, but it says, this book would not exist without the contribution of all of our batchmates. Each one of you are responsible for publication of this book. So I want a round of applause for all of us. And just since Bimal mentioned Karanveer Sachdeva, there's another person among us here who, without his persistence, this book will not be in this current form. Yes. And that's R.S. Agarwal. Absolutely. And R.S. kept us honest on schedule and everything. Okay. And actually, when you open the book, you will see that he is the publisher of this book. Okay. And finally, as we were looking for printing, and we really got very lucky. I did not know about Karanveer's printing press, but Alok Bansal brought this to our attention, and we really got very lucky with Alok's effort. We were able to reach Karanveer, and Karanveer, as you will see when you read this book, he has the most up-to-date printing press anywhere in the world. Okay? And so we really appreciate what Karan has done. And Alok. So Alok really was the conduit between us and Karanveer, and really appreciate what Alok has done. And finally, one of our classmate, Devashish Chaudhary, he wants to say a few words. But one thing about Devashish, and when you read this book, the second part, there's a summary of all our batchmates, and Devashish really was the source for that particular chapter. He's the one who actually sent a write-up on our batchmates, what they have done for India actually. And in that write-up he told me that our batch has played, and I think I have told you this before, but Dr. Manna, you may not have heard this. that our batch, and you can say it more eloquently later on, but our batch actually made India self-sufficient in many defense-related metals that were produced by our batchmates. So we really appreciate
Thank you, Rambari. Just not the time to dwell on all these things. They've got a board meeting. All I'll say is that on behalf of the average man, because they have a lot of super achievers, there are plenty of underachievers also here standing amongst us, including me. So, ऐसा है
By the way, retired as MD of Mr. Dhatu Nigam.
थोड़ा जोर से बोलो, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है यार।
Not MD, CMD यार।
CMD?
Okay. देखो, जब हम लोग आए थे यहाँ पे 1963 में, सब 16 साल 17 साल के बच्चे झांसी से आए थे. I came from झांसी. हमारे झांसी से every year there used to be one channel. खट्टर जो maximum ragging किया करता था. Then I also made the photo, but the year that I landed there were two people from झांसी, MP Srivastav, and I ran into him in DMRL, Hyderabad. Anyway, all that is good history. Bimal has said that, and what I want to say is that when you come over here, you get charged. This is the same place where you spend the first formative years of your life, your school, your everything. But here, and at that time, 5 years looked like a long period when you graduate and you go away. But now when you sit back and see that it's crossed 50 years, that is 10 times that 5 years. And still the guys are as young, as smiling, as etc. etc. In their better house, and most of them talking about their children, about their grandchildren. This is the cycle of life. And as Dr. Anand Krishna said that, why I said this is that Ram Bihari, Bimal, Ravi, RS, they put together our aspiration, because putting into a book all the ideas, all the diverse this thing, and इस साल भी when we've grown old, 60 साल के हो गए, तो भी सठिया गए, all the bloody disagreements, agreements, सब कुछ थी इसमें. But in spite of that, we Indians could produce a book on time, on 9th, Dr. Anand. Within the budget. That is, within the budget. Within the budget. They've done a good job, they've got this thing, and thank you very much. I came here to thank all these guys, especially RS. They are gems, and no wonder that this beautiful book has come. Thank you.
Before we disperse, we want to give some special token to Professor Anand Krishnan. Can you come?
Yeah, just 1 second. Just a few words and then you can do it. Okay. So finally, I just want to say one thing. 1 second. So as you'll see, the name of this book is The Frontier Batch, the early days of IIT Kanpur. And once again we have proven that our batch is at forefront of everything. Our batch is the first batch who has written this kind of book.
All right.
Give a token of
T-shirt for you. Don't ask me.
Now, Ajay Kumar. Come.
By the way, I started my career in Midhani.
I ended my career.
मेरा टिक ऑफ कर दे, मेरा भी टिक ऑफ करो. I'm dying to see the book.
This is art.
क्लियर किसमें आएगी ना, क्लियर ये वाली तो बिल्कुल ब्राइट आई है, बहुत ब्राइट आई
यहाँ पे एक प्रोफेसर का नाम हम लोग नहीं जानते थे, यहाँ पे वो कौन है?
उसका नहीं है, अविनाश साधु का।
अरे यार
इसने तो सारे प्लेन ठीक कर दिए, आज तक उड़ रहे हैं। इतने ठीक
वो जो बनाने वाले ने बना दिए तो उड़ रहे हैं।
ये जरूर है कि इंडिया में कोई नहीं बनाया, उड़ाते रहते यार, I was surprised to see you. आपका फोटो देखा था कर रहा just the hair. Yeah.
चलो भैया, चलो छलांग मारो, छलांग मारो, ऊपर ऊपर।
कब तक आएंगे?
जगह है भी जगह तो उसके पेरेंट्स को जवाब देना होगा।
अरे आप तो चढ़े थे बस में, अब क्या हो गया? अब आप बस के अंदर गए, बाहर नहीं निकले। खत्म हो जाएगी, उसमें जाएंगे क्या?
ये अकेले है अभी, अकेले आएंगे हम लोगों को सब बैठा देंगे।
दोस्त दोस्त ही रहा।
चलो जिंदगी ही रही, जिंदगी का एतबार ही रहा। अब जगह उसको भाई चलो खड़े होके जाएंगे, खड़े होके जाएंगे। किसी को खड़ा होना होगा लेकिन जोर से बोलो भैया, पता नहीं चलेगा।
This is Central School and right now the board examinations are going on here.
क्या करो? आवाज
स्टूडेंट एक्टिविटीज
आउटरीच है. This is the outreach building on the right side of my right side. एक गार्डन है, very big garden है. I think we साइड में रोक
और एक्साइटमेंट बढ़ रही है। नर्सरी मतलब क्या? इधर आओ, इधर फोटो खींचो यार, इधर लो।
तो सुंदर फूल है, साइज देखो, साइज ये देखो कितना बड़ा है, बड़े हाँ
आधे लोग बैठ गए बस में, appreciated on this. Very good effort. Good idea.
Painkillers can be really upset you during the,
So hall 5, hall 4 was there, and hall 4 was only for MTech. Yeah.
now also it is only for MTech.
मुझे पहचानते हो?
तुम बैठे हैं क्या? तुम गए नहीं?
हम इनको मना नहीं कर सकते।
खाली है हाँ इसकी मारेंगे। अरे भैया ले लिया बताया तो these are guests. Yeah, these are guests. Take care. इतनी दूर से आए हो तो आपका सम्मान तो करना है। यहाँ पे रोक देना। अमेरिका जाके हम लोग का गरबा का स्टार्ट हो जाता है ना। हाँ हाँ वहाँ मैंने कहा अच्छा अब क्या करें सब लोग करके क्या करेगा अच्छा because that is the only one part more the merrier.
ये एक बात बता बच्चे,
वो लोग उस साइड में होंगे।
So you have to inform us before.
ठीक है भैया, रोक दो भैया, रोक दो। हाँ? ये क्यों रुक गए? उसे बोल यार।
बच्चों का करने के बाद क्या ये ना खाए कि चढ़ी
This step is critical.
Yeah, we want to take this.
No, then.
कभी आए तो लगे.
We really enjoyed it.
ये वहाँ का, ये यहाँ का.
हम इतना पढ़े लिखे नहीं है।
No, अंदर.
नहीं 11.
हाँ 11 पीछे.
It's really touching the canal.
थैंक यू।
ठीक है जी।
ये मलाई मक्खन है, दूध का छान।
थोड़ा सा टेस्ट कर लेते हैं।
कानपुर का स्पेशल आइटम है मलाई मक्खन। दिल्ली वाले भी दिल्ली का
वो दौलत की चाट
होती है ना, वही है।
ठीक है जी।
चाट नहीं है, सब फ्रूट्स आ रहे हैं, पेड़ है जैसे पनीर है, दूध आपको चाहिए, मूली है, गाजर है, आपको चाहिए उधर
ये क्या है?
दूध का छान।
ये मलाई मक्खन स्टोर दिखाते हैं। ये छाछ किस चीज़ के लिए? छाछ है ना? तो आप मेरे खाने से पहले सबको मक्खन खिलाई दे रहे हैं? बाद में खाएंगे ना? वो भी मैं बाद में खाऊंगी। ये कान
जी जैसा
और कुछ नहीं,
हरी चटनी ले लीजिए।
कानपुर का स्पेशल आइटम है, आपको और कहीं नहीं मिलेगा कानपुर में। जी जी,
ये दोनों एक साथ ले सकते हैं? ये किसकी
आइए
ले लीजिए अगर टपकता है
आलू का अच्छा ये कहाँ करना है बना कहाँ मैंने IT में बना है वो जो किचन से बन के आया है आप लोग की सब चीज़ बहुत अच्छी बहुत टेस्टी और हम लोग का दिल बाग बाग हो गया है इस बात से यहाँ के खाने से यहाँ की चीज़ से यहाँ के मौसम से यहाँ की लड़कियों से क्या लड़कियों से कि लड़कों से लड़के तो हमेशा ही अच्छे होते हैं ना लड़कियों पुराने जमाने में लड़का हुआ सब कुछ हो जाता है आज लड़का हुआ मैंने काम ध्यान नहीं जाएगा बहुत अच्छी स्नैक के लिए लेने का निकलना है
आप कौन से स्कीम का ढूंढ रही कटोरी देना सब्जी के लिए उधर देना है
Other factors, it's not the quality of the
Before we come back here.
hop on bus. Every hour running.
ये तो कॉफी पीने 4 बजे जाना.
Out really well.
37.
How we manage 5
भैया काटलना सीधा
नीचे नहीं
अभी तो कैफे अभी भी इतनी दूर है। हाँ वो हम लोग के बिल्कुल सामने थे।
अरे भाई जो बेसन के नहीं हम लोग उबाल के बनाते वैसे करके गोल गोल करके. और तो नहीं साफ करते डेली.
Right, it's over. And anyway, we have to walk into L9 after this. So, it's gone, it's gone.
basic facilities at their home. So the very important factor that is affecting their education is the health factor. So right now we are trying to redress this issue of health factor, but we don't have enough resources for it. We have shown the budget that has been allocated by Gymkhana to us. We try to utilize it in a most efficient manner. But apart from that, we are also looking forward to our alumni for their support. Recently, the batch of 88, which came for their 25th reunion, they also helped us by donating around 5,94,000 rupees. And we are trying to build up a corpus fund which could address their health issues. Apart from that, no, sir, we are not competing with anyone. Basically, we are in Shiksha Sopan, the involvement of faculty as well as students are the Prayas group that is completely taken up by the students. Shiksha Sopan is a registered NGO also, and we are just a volunteer group who try to offer our services to the kids. There are a large number of
now that I know that you're going the maximum result is very much into this. We have like one president who
Who's the registered NGO?
We wanted to take a picture. सुनो यार एक कहाँ गए वो फोटो? This is our batch contribution. This was made by your batch, number 68, and our batch funded this particular launch, and I'm so happy to see that this is working so well. Okay, and that's it.
Okay, thanks.
सारे बच्चों की भी आ गई आप सबकी भी
वो भी हमारे साथ चला ये देखो हाँ भैया तू भी आ जा हाउ डिड यू नो दैट द मोर आज तुमको मोर को तुम्हारे मोर्स के साथ मैचिंग कपड़े एवरी यू मोर शेड्स ऑल द 3 शेड्स व्हिच यू
देखो तो मोर के पास ये क्या कैसे मत करो
बारिश होने वाली है
कैमरा बन रहा है
What a magnificent bird, huh? That's wonderful tree, and he seems to be very happy. Or if you look at all the animal kingdom, the beautiful ones are always the male. Huh? Yeah. It's only in
animal, huh?
He is not male. आगे तो नहीं बोला फीमेल बनता। इसका क्या नाम क्या है?
फोटो भी किधर बना?
नहीं नहीं, जिस तरह ये जा रहा है लगता है कि आपकी आवाज
बातें मानता है।
आप भी खिलाएंगे तो खाएंगे।
तो उधर से दिए।
अरे वाह,
आप तो हमें देख के जा रहा भाई।
आप फेंको ना तभी खाएगा ना, फेंकते जाओ।
देखो देखो इधर पास में हम लोग हैं।
ठीक है सर, धीरे धीरे जल्दी।
चलो थोड़ा सा ये
चलो और आगे बढ़ो।
भाग जाएगा वो, हम पढ़ते
बस
हैं आपकी आवाज से।
The momentous occasion is the 50th Golden Jubilee reunion of the 63 batch. Because 63 batch came into the campus, the first time the campus was inaugurated by 63 batch. So it is the 50th also Golden Jubilee of the campus. Third thing is also it is the 50th batch will be passing out next year. So to put these 3 Golden Jubilees as a memorable event, we said that we have to create something where our batch, the batches at IIT, and very luckily the spouses of ours, all of them have joined together to present this event. The lyrics have been before that. I'd like to thank the IITK Students Gymkhana. When I wanted to organize this event, that was just 6 days back, I didn't know where to start from. And then I just, by law, I searched out GSEC, IIT, and there I got the Student Gymkhana and all the Student Gymkhana committee members and the beautiful website of IIT Student Gymkhana. We never could think of it. We never could think of it. So I rang up the GSEC. That also is a unique thing, that Sonal, a girl, we really were surprised. GSEC, a girl of 4,500 strong student Gymkhana. Really congratulations to her. So I ran up activities. I said, fabulous. So what are you doing? Are you studying? Because we are going to encroach upon your time. So they said, no, we'll be quite happy to help you. Then when I landed up here, then the music club secretary, Soham, he said, okay, we'll put it together. And you know when we started? Yesterday at 11 o'clock. And that's why I couldn't attend the beautiful entertainment program with the ladies at Given, but I could peep in. And when I peeped in the ladies program, in between the rehearsals, I say, my God, here is talent. I can't miss it. So I took the talent out. And in 1 hour, these ladies have choreographed and are presenting before you dance to match with the lyrics and the music. Now the lyrics were written by me, but I had to have the music. So where do I get the music? So I approached the Bollywood music director who has been directing Bengali films, music and Bollywood films music, Mr. Y.S. Mulki, and he was very gracious, not in any order. Then I introduce you to the our batch singers, and then I'll introduce you to the ladies who are graciously performing the dance. Okay. Would you please bow as I call out your name? singers. Sohan. Now, he is a music director in the making. He is a music director in the making. He has conducted the whole program, which you are going to see single-handedly. Juhi Chandra. That is first right now. Second right. Now, see that enthusiasm. Second right. Amrita Singh. Chuan Jain. You are first right. Second right. Okay. Prakaram Singh. Prakaram Singh. Kirtan Aur. Here. These are the drums. Amulya Kali. Amulya Kali. Okay. Rahul Kumar. They had actually multiple engagements and they were trying to fit in this one in their already schedule because they can't let their hall down. No? They are inter-hall competition. They have a commitment and a loyalty to the hall also. Amul Agarwal. Pranab Vyas. Come. Take it out. Jaykaran Yadav. Ajay Sharma. Samuel Dudi. Now, on the drums, Aradhya Agarwal. Come in the line. Give it a man under. On the synthesizer, Abhijit Das. Now, he is a real maestro because when I was playing the music, by the time I played the first stanza, he was thinking Handa. Dilip Banan played. I repeat the dancers. Please, dancers. Keka Sinha. Hello. I think the performers did a remarkable job in the time. It is impossible, I think, what they performed and what they did. Outstanding, outstanding. Whether we call about the musicians, or whether we call about the singers, or whether we call about the dancers, and whether we call about our batch people. I think it has been.
Thank you, sir, for your remarkable performance.
पूरा सुन लो अभी समझ में आ जाएगा।
Thank you so much. बहुत खूबसूरत से आपने डांस पेश किया। सही पेश कर रहे हैं और खूबसूरत अंदाज हमारे इस खास कपल के लिए और सभी जो भी यहाँ पर मेहमान हैं उनके मैं इन्वाइट कर रहा हूँ।
ये मौसम नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा मौसम नदी का किनारा चंचल हवा दिलों ने कि मिलकर कभी न होंगे जुदा। ये रातें मौसम नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा। क्या बात है आज की चांदनी में, क्या बात है आज की चांदनी में कि हमको मौसम नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा। जुदा ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा। दिलों ने कि मिलकर कभी हम न होंगे जुदा। ये रातें मौसम नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा। कसम है तुम्हें तुम अगर मुझसे रूठे, कसम है तुम्हें तुम अगर मुझसे रूठे। रहे सांस जब तक ये बंधन न टूटे, तुम्हें दिल दिया है कि वादा किया है सनम मैं तुम्हारी रहूंगी सदा। ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा। ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा देखिए वो काली काली बदलियां आपको हमारे गज़ल गाए बेकरार करके हमें उड़ जाए। आपको हमारे गज़ल गाए, आपको हमारे गज़ल गाए। बहुत खूबसूरत है अपना दिल तो आवारा न जाने से आएगा। है अपना सा रोशन चेहरा जुल्फों का रंग सुनहरा ये झील सी नीली आंखें कोई राज में गहरा तारीफ करूं क्या उसकी जिसने तुम्हें बनाया ये चांद सा रोशन चेहरा जुल्फों का रंग सुनहरा ये झील सी नीली आंखें कोई राज में गहरा तारीफ करूं क्या उसकी देखो 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 अपने दिल का दामन भर लो, मर जाओ प्यार कर लो, कल का सपना किसने देखा, इन बाहों में आज भर लो, अपने सामों का फिर कहाँ मिलेगा, हमारे जैसा दिल कहाँ मिलेगा, आओ तुमको दिखलाता हूँ IIT की रंगीन छाप, देखो 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 हसीना दिल वाली जानेगा, ढूंढती है कांवरिया के जानेगा, मेरे समा फिर भी होगा, मेरे समा फिर भी होगा, जाना ढूंढती हूँ, दीवाना ढूंढती हूँ, चला कर जो छूट गया है वो परवाना ढूंढती हूँ। शाम से ही हो जाता है मेरा भी जानो जमा, हो हसीना हो हसीना हो हसीना दिल वाली जानेगा, ढूंढती है क्या तेरे आगे मुस्कुराएगा, मेरे समा तेरे होगा, मेरे समा तेरे होगा, हो जाना ढूंढती हूँ, दीवाना ढूंढती हूँ, चला कर जो उठ गया है दीवाना ढूंढती हूँ। गर्व है मेरे ये निगाहें मेरी, कहाँ जाएगी ये निगाहें मेरी, गर्व है ये निगाहें मेरी, कहाँ जाएगी ये निगाहें मेरी, मैंने तो परियों की शहजादी कभी यहाँ कभी कहाँ, शाम से ही हो जाता तेरा भी जानो जवां, हो हसीना दिल वाली जानेगा, ढूंढती है क्या तेरे आगे मुस्कुराएगा, मेरे समा तेरे होगा, मेरे समा तेरे होगा, वो अनजाना ढूंढती हूँ, वो दीवाना ढूंढती हूँ, चला कर दो उठ गया है वो परवाना ढूंढती हूँ।
Preachers for ladies, hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
मेरी जान मेरी जान
वो एयर कंडीशन है।
एसी है?
हाँ।
चलो भाई एसी में चलो।
नहीं नहीं
ये कंडीशन मतलब खिड़कियाँ खुली हुई है, हवा अच्छी आएगी।
मैंने कहा था वो एसी है। एसी आप
आप किस में भाई? आप किस सुधांशु जी क्या कह रहे हैं? चलो
चलिए
Let one get filled up and go, and then if there is need, then you bring
the second before. I think most probably I don't need second. A lot of people have already left. And some will not.
मैम अगर एक में फील हो रहा है तो एक में कन्वीनियंट है ना।
हाँ मतलब ये ना हो कि कल की तरह क्योंकि अभी लंबा रास्ता है।
हाँ लंबा वहाँ
अच्छा पानी रख लिया पानी रख।
हाँ पानी दोनों में रखा भी वो अगर यूज
हेलो
मामा जी को
मैं मर जाऊंगी जो तूने मुझे थाम लिया ओ सोनी जय जय शिव शंकर कर लगे न कंकर ये प्याला तेरे नाम का पिया मुझको तो दिखते हैं ऐसा ही होता है जब दो दिल मिलते हैं के दो दो के चार मुझको शंकर काटा लगा मैं मर जाऊंगी जो तूने मुझे थाम लिया एक तो हरी मस्जिद के बगल में बैठी हूँ लोग बोलिए के बगल में बैठी ऐसे में हम दोनों कैसे जाएंगे घर वाले हम दोनों आएंगे कुछ भी बोलेंगे मेरी मैंने दिल तुझको दिया मैंने दिल तुझको दिया रमैया वसावैया रमैया वसावैया मैंने दिल तुझको दिया मैंने दिल तुझको दिया अरे देखो जय जय शिव शंकर देखो शिव बैठे रिटर्न ट्रिप में उठा लेंगे
यस सर
रिटर्न ट्रिप उठा लेंगे
ये गुड बाय का टाइम भैया वही है we don't want पनीर सपने में दिखाई दे
So Professor Ghosh, अपने को final अब
I don't have really words to express. The last 2 days, I just went, in fact I read your book. I took the book and read through, I saw my pictures, I saw all your old pictures, and I enjoyed every piece that is written. It's a great contribution, and I can see that even as you are dancing and singing and moving around, I felt like I'm also part of you. In that sense, and I had a good company, and I hope you will keep up the spirit of it and have one more occasion. I hope soon enough for me to join you on some occasion. Wish you all good luck and thank you.
Okay, then we'll get started with the function as such. And I'll request Praveen Gupta ji to read out the names of the people from the batch.
Bring the mic
Ajay Kumar.
Bring the mic close to the mouth.
Hello, Ajay Kumar. Alok Bansal.
That's great.
Anil Kumar. Ashim Sinha.
This is your card. You have an ID card from Alumni Association also.
Maybe an ID.
Ashim Sinha. Ashok Mishra. Bhuvan Chandra Pandey. Bimal Srivastav. Daya Shankar Shukla. I think he has left. Deepak Kunjuru. Devashish Chaudhary. Dilip Paranjapi. Dinesh Gupta. Gurmeet Singh Sidhu. Ajay, he has left. Harimohan Bhasin. Karanveer Sachdeva. Narendranath Goyal. Neelabh Bhattacharya.
Thank you very much. And wish you all the best.
O.N. Pandey. Radhesham Agarwal. Raghavendra Dixit.
Card is missing.
Ram Bihari Mishra. Ram Narayan Tiwari. Santosh Kumar Gupta. Santosh Tiwari. Shyam Gupta. Siddheshwar Srivastav. Subhash Mahajan. SP Mehrotra. Sudhir Kapoor. Sunil Dhawan. Sushil Handa. Vinay Agarwal. I think he is left.
SPS Chauhan. You left
SPS Chauhan. Sorry, I didn't put you on the order. Zamirul Haq. Okay, a couple of other people have left. So, like Anup Kumar, he has left already. Now, we'll honor those of our batchmates who are no more with us, and we fondly remember them, and we will And now, Praveen Gupta, if he is missing.
He's right here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Happy job of giving a vote of thanks Now, vote of thanks is usually a formality, but what we have seen in the last 3 days, and I was talking to all my Alumni Association, maybe I have Nidhi on the here. His name is very well known to me because all the emails came from Kriti. So I think it has been very, very good, and the response from them was fabulous. I said very, very much.